Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch for you guys today. You guys loved the last one, which is great because you're not going to be loving these Trident Dragon prices. I don't think anyone's going to. Oh man, I thought I was looking at SP Lil Knight with that price. But if you guys enjoyed these videos, make sure to smash that like button. If you get 100 likes on this video, that'd be great. We almost cracked it on the last one. I think we got like 90 something. Subscribe if you've not already. If you buy anything on TCG, please use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to notice across you. Use code Saki at Top of your cards for 5% off your purchases, and they have a bunch of cool stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck boxes, dice, mats, sleeves, hats, and more accessories. Go check them out. They have awesome stuff. Also, use my affiliate code on Whatnot and register using my affiliate link because you get $15 off your next purchase. And they have a bunch of collectibles there, not just Yu-Gi-Oh! And other card games, but shoes, etc. So go check that out. Thank you, my YouTube channel members, for letting, just helping support the channel. I really appreciate you because I want to do this more full time. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the channel member video. Remember, if you guys love engage with me, because a lot of you guys were talking in my comment section last video and I loved it, join our Discord as well. We're always posting memes there and a bunch of other stuff, so it's free. Go check it out. Now, Trident Dragon here, $120. This is awful. And the worst part is it's selling for about 100 a pop here. Luckily I had my copies, but I hooked my friends up with them. I was like, nope, you're not paying for any more of these one-ofs. 125s for your secrets. I mean, this card used to be like a few bucks. Like, this is, like, I wish I could see it from, like, yeah, a year ago. Look at that. $4. I'm telling you, it was a few bucks. $4. This is like the worst increase I've ever seen from a card. Legendary Collection 5Ds, though, is the gift that keeps on giving. Then you have the ultis, which I'll be honest with you here, you might as well just get an ulti. Like, if you're paying 120, just pay 20 more dollars. 15, well, yeah, about 20 more dollars here. Get yourself an ulti. It's not even ridiculous. I 100% blame Konami for this. Yeah, just a mob play for 170, great. And let me tell you the thing about Trident Dragon. Because there's a big debate on if this deck is budget or not. Now, what I don't like about Konami, and they've done this with Cyberstorm Axis, with Super Heavy and Satellar Knight, right? Because both of those were older archetypes that got support. They chose not to reprint those cards that they were supporting. Konami will release the support, say, hey, you want to pay the secondary market? Cool, we're not going to make it easy for players at all. And everyone is scrambling to get about 15-year-old, roughly, card. This is the last time it was basically printed. There was for 5D, that's at least Raging Battle. I know 5Ds was about 2 years later, but remember, that was a more rare product. It was quite big of a product, right? This card barely had any reprints, and it's 15 years old, and Konami just expects you to scramble and get your copy. And I really hate that, so I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's the scalpers, it's the investors. I know you guys aren't, but I'm looking at, like, Yugi Twitter, Zodiac, stuff like that. And in reality, this is just the secondary market naturally. I mean, nobody has this card lying around in bulk. The majority of Trident Dragons are in shoeboxes, right? Of people who don't play this game. They haven't thought about Yu-Gi-Oh! In years. Or a trade binder where someone has one copy they really like. And it just is what it is. It's awful, but I think they really need to rush this reprint stat. People are saying Tenpai was budget. Now look, accept this card. Is it all cheap? It's looking like it. If it's very, but again, we're gonna have to see prices, all that, before we say it's a budget deck. We cannot say if something's budget until we get the prices, because hey, they might be supers, but what happens if they follow the Bestial line, where the Bestials, they were all supers, besides Rebellion later on, and they were all money, right? Jerusalem was like 5 to 6, Magna Huts were 10 to 12, 13, Sarniers were about 2 3s, right? That package was some money, and then when we got Rebellion, it didn't get good. In fact, it got a lot worse. So Tenpai could have a similar problem, and then you put Trident Dragon on top of it. It might be budget if this gets a reprint OTS 25, but we're going to have to see. Now, Purrely here, ultis are going up $20, $25, $27. Now, I don't know why I didn't tell people about Delicious Memory going to, because when I went over this card to get, I said, hey, they're probably going to bump delicious memory up to 2. When we get, because of rarity collection, they're giving us 3 Purrely cards. They're going to want to make sure their picks pay off. And Purrely only has 1 hit card. I don't know why in my ban list prediction I forgot it, but, or in the market watch afterwards to go over Purrely cards, but ultis are about $20 to $27. I can say this is a buyout, but like in reality, this ulti was between $10 and $14. Usually around 12 or 13 for just so long that it feels like it went up to like a normal decent price. That's at least how I feel with this card, but it'll probably go up even higher here. If you didn't get your Purrely ultis at 10 to 14, unfortunate. This was also a card I had in the 5 cards out of your trade binder. If you watched that, I actually talked about rarity collection, all that. So now we have like 2 cards that went to that over doubled from that episode. So go check it out because we have not hit the like goal on it yet. No. Purrely CRs, if you just bit the bullet and said, hey, I'm going to keep mine because you know what, the value already tanked, I might as well keep the OGs for myself. Well, you have one more chance to reconsider. These are about 30 going up to 53. At least 50 is money for this CR. The ultras are about 15, 17. Might as well get the CR. Pretty memories about 8 for your ultras, with the CR being about 38, 42. All right, going up to 60 here for your Purrely stuff. If you don't have this, I would probably, even if you do, I would just get rid of it. We have barely a month, a little over a month until we actually get these in our hands. And while these look a lot nicer, you could get these back for cheaper if you change your mind, or you're like, you know what, I wish I didn't sell these at 40 to 45. You could probably get them for 10 to 15. So you can have some money left over, which is nice. Castura Fenrir ultimate rare here is about 50s, 55, 60. This card is basically no listings. It's really funny how every time Castura Fenrir dodges a ban list, it just, the ulti gets bought out. This has happened. This is the 3rd time it's happened, which is quite funny. So I'm wondering if Konami has like one more in them for this card. But you guys know how I think this card is just unhealthy game design, in my opinion. I know people have argued about board breakers and this and that. I think the discussion around this card is really fun and interesting. But I still think that this card should have been hit. But I guess we're going to have more months of Fenrir. I mean, there's too many other things to complain about. And honestly, now that we have Colossus and all these other floodgates, I kind of want to keep Fenrir in the game because it looks like the board breaker got... This board break, it's more like you need to play this board breaker to get over the... what's called the really oppressive floodgates, which I want to say, I don't even care that they limited anti-spell. They're giving us an illusionist card that's a wanted card that is a anti-spell / anti-trap, right? So anti-spell gets power creeped up the ass, so they didn't even need to hit it. It would have been out of the format the second we get that card. Plus anti-spell cycles in and out. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, ultis bought out here. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon Ghost Rare. These are 70. 82. Going up to 120. Now, why is this card getting bought out, you might ask? Well, Baron and Savage were the Omni Negates to play through Nib. So if you want to Nib proof your board, you have to make one of those on 5th summon or before. That's how it was. But now that we have Baron and Savage banned, people are trying to look at, okay, what other options do we have? This is one of them, right? Especially because if you can make Savage, you can make this card. As well as it's actually an interesting card outside of it. I think people just liked Savage more in general. But card is still great. Again, it makes your board Nib proof, which is great. That's why it's getting bought out. I really don't have much else to say. You got your secrets here at about 12, 13. I'll be honest with you here, as we go through this, we're going to put light play near mint. These are about 11, 20, going up to 20. So, not too much. I would just get your OGs while you can. I mean, you have your Battles of Legends here, and they're about the same thing. So you might as well get the original version for like $1 or $2 difference. Nibiru's here are about 62, 68. I assume this card is going to just keep going up because it got really, really good. 95, 120. At least Voiceless could play through it. So the ultis are more, which is really nice. Something I also learned. Now, I always talk about this. Right over here at the bottom, it has this really derpy attack. And that's why I always tell people, and I'll say it again, this is the one card I want foreign, right? Because not only should it be, does it still look nice, but of all the foreign cards to get, you might as well get a foreign card if it fixes something that somehow went wrong with NA print, which one of the only real examples I could think of is this card. I can't think of any other off the top of my head, but again, there's very few where NA had a problem with printing something and everywhere else did not. However, I know that Euro English did not have this problem. So if you have a nib and its attack doesn't look derpy like this, I'll hold it because it's going to be like really liked and wanted. And no matter how many you order, I doubt you're barely going to get any of them that don't have the derpy attack. I wish I guys could show you guys a picture on screen, but I just happened to come across it recently and I was like, oh, this is a fake. Like, why does the attack look normal? Crystal Wing Ultras are like 7s. Cool. This card has always been this money as well. It wasn't just like ban list or anything like that. However, the sales over here indicate, remember, we got it on the 13th, right? So all these sales right here are from before. At 13th, let's just say they bought it after ban list, right? You still have sales here that are a lot, but like this card still sells like hotcakes beforehand. Definitely a card that would really benefit off a reprint. It would be a good reprint. Pop Prosperity here. This did not get limited. These were about 40, but they did reach 50 even before the ban list and went back down. 50, 57. Not bad, honestly. Not bad at all for this card. Thunder Dragon Colossus Ultra Rares R6. I think that's a pretty amazing price for Colossus because this card used to be, even during ban list like season, $4 to $5, right? Sometimes it was 3, because I think a lot of people gave up on Colossus in recent years, so people were very shocked at the list. Especially this list, I don't think anyone was thinking about Colossus, at least not too many people. So $6 for this card, really, I think that's a very fair price, actually. If you just want the card, I mean, it's not being gate kept, really, like some people like to say. It's $6. The ulti is also very low. These are 73, 79, and something that someone told me in my comment section, and I forgot who told me this, but shouts to you, said, hey, Colossus in Rarity Collection 100%, and I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, they're probably putting this bitch in Rarity Collection too. So that is something I want to warn you guys about. So if you're thinking about getting an ulti, I will say this, 72 is cheap, right? Because this card was 70 when it was banned. And then over recent years, did it go like the last about year and a half? Because, you know, again, this game got expensive. People had to figure out what else they want. Like you guys see a year ago right here, 70s. And then you have this huge crash here. Like 70 is not a bad price for this card if you really want it. Just be aware that if you would rather run a quarter century than an ulti, wait like 2-3 weeks for Rarity Collection 2 reveals. That's what I'm going to tell you. Crystal Clearwing Synchro. 3540. Why is this going up? To be honest with you here, I don't know. But it negates what's called. It does negate a spell or trap though, which is not that bad. And I actually think it is pretty good. Like this card is good if you can make it. It's a level 10. I think maybe people are looking at this as the level 10 to replace Baron, possibly as a negate. Who knows, but they're not too much money, luckily. Crystal Clearing, the Ultras are about, you got one here for 6, but they're 12s. So maybe people knew about the Baron. They're looking for replacements. I know we got the XYZ, so if you're Ubel. Centurion cards, I got recommended this morning by 2 different people, so I got y'all here. So Primaries are about 100 here. This card was always lower on listings, but it wasn't as low. But we got new cards revealed, so they go to 150, 200 here. Personally, that is terrible. Stand-up Centurion's 130. Suck it. 80s for your Trudias. 63, 30. 43. That's disgusting. 36. $10 is fine. That is ugly. That is ugly. Yeah, I'm not paying that for Centurion cards. How much is a Valiant Smashers box again? Time to get your Valiant Smasher boxes. That's what I'm thinking. Jeez. Vito's here, your boy. 38, 43. I mean, he's going up to a $40 card, up to about 50, 60. I mean, people are looking at this as a hand trap, and I think it's a really good hand trap, honestly. It's a pyro too, so it has a little bit of synergy with some cards. Because the pyro archetype's getting explored, all of that. Then we have the quarter century. I'm gonna call it a Starlight by accident, but 130, 145 does go up to $220, $300. If you got your copy at 80 like I did, guess what I'm about to tell you? Yep, Team Soccer, also more like Team I Told You So. Because I told people this card was going up. This is the best card to get at $70 to $80. Because I said multiple times when it was just double digits. And if you got it, I mean, you're winning hard. You've already doubled your money if you got it, say, 70, basically. Because, well, you're 130, 145 here. Let's call it 145 for one copy. And then it goes up to 200 really quickly. I mean, good job. With that being said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure, if you did, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're not already. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this market watch. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.